So welcome again to my channel, and for today's video I will going to answer all the activities that we have here in chapter 11, Build a Small Matter. So keep on watching. Launch the course. Proceed to chapter 11, Build a Small Network. Then find all the activities that we have here in this chapter, and so I will going to answer it. So let's see. There's nothing here. There's no activity here. There's no activity here. Nothing here. Let's find activity, security threats, and vulnerability. See. Instruction. Read the security threats and vulnerabilities scenarios. Drag each scenario to its corresponding type of security threat. So in first, information theft. I think we have here sending a virus format, a hardware drive, preventing a legal user from accessing data services, stealing company user database, making illegal franchise, altering data records, stealing scientific research report, overloading a network to keep user out, and impersonating someone to obtain credit. So information theft is, I think, this one. Stealing scientific research reports. Then stealing company user database, and then identity theft is making illegal online franchises, then impersonating someone to obtain credit. Data loss manipulation is attaining data records, altering data records rather, sending virus through format hardware drive, description services, overloading a network to keep user out, and preventing legal user for addressing data services. Let's check it. It's correct. Then proceed to figure 2. Read the security instruction. Read the security management practices. Drag each management practice to appropriate security management type. So we have your level critical cable and components, control access to console ports, create positive airflow, install UPS system, then control temperature and humidity, use security cameras, install redundant power supply, lock up devices, prevent unauthorized access. Then hardware, use security cameras and lock up device to prevent unauthorized access. Environmentalist, control temperature and humidity, and create positive airflow. Then in electrical is Store redundant power supply. Install UPS system. Maintenance. So, label critical cables and component control access to console ports. Let's check. Oh, it's correct. Then back to the return to class and find other activities. Oh, I'm sorry. Back again, chapter 11. Oh, no, 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 no. We have yeah. Then proceed to the next. Let's find another activity. This one. Activity types of attack. So let's read it. Instruction. Determine the types of security attack. Describe drug each security attack type to its scenario. So we have here worm, virus, reconnaissance, access, Troja horse, denial of service of US. So security attack scenario is here. A computer is used a print server for ACMA Incorporation. The IT staff failed to apply security updates to the computer for over 60 days. Now, the print server is operating slowly and sending a high amount of malicious packets to its NIC. What attack type it is? So, I think it's worm. Then, next scenario is Sharon. An IT internet's ACME Incorporation noticed someone's strange packet while revising the security logs generated by the firewall. A handful of IP addresses on the internet were sending a malformed packets to several different IP addresses at several different random parts number inside ACME Incorporation. I think it's reconnaissance. Let's check. Oh, it's correct. Proceed to the next figure. Scenario. Jeremiah was browsing the internet for the personal computer when a random website offered a free program to clean the system. After downloading and running the executable, the operating system crashed. Crucial operating system related files have been corrupted, and Jeremiah's computer required a full disk format and operating system reinstallation. I think that is a virus. This next scenario, Ariana found a flash drive laying on the pavement of mall parking lot. She asked around but couldn't find the owner. She decided to keep it and plug it to her laptop, only to find a photo folder. Feeling curious, Ariana opened a few photos before formatting the flash drive for her own use. Afterwards, Ariana noticed that her laptop camera was active. That is Johan Horse. Check. It's correct. Proceed to the next figure. Scenario. Angela and IT. Tama ba? Angela, an IT staff member at ICME, noticed that the communication with the company web server is very low. After investigating, she determines that The cause of the slow response is due to the computer on the internet sending a very large number of malformed web requests to ACME web server. Attack type is service. Mm, Denial of service DOS. Then next scenario, George needed to share a video with a coworker. Because of the large size of the video file, he decided to run a simple FTF server on his workstation to serve the video file to his coworker. To make things easier, George created an account with the simple password file and provided it to his own coworker on Friday. Without a proper security measure or strong password, the IT staff wasn't surprised to learn on Monday that George's workstation had been compromised and was trying to upload work-related documents to the internet. So that is oh access, I think. Let's check. It's correct. Back. Let's check. So, activity show commands. Instruction. Read the show command scenarios. Drag each show command to the field next to the appropriate scenario. So, scenarios. Show command. Shows version, show if IP protocol, show ARP, show startup config, show if root, show if int brief. Scenario. You suspect there is a problem with the current switch configuration. You want to see the safe configuration so that you can compare it what is currently running. I think show startup config. You are on a call with the Cisco technical system personnel. They ask you for the switch iOS name, RAM and VRAM and flash available. They also ask for the hexadecimal boot location. Show version. You are running the AIGRP routing protocol and need to know the update intervals, what active interfaces and networks are being advertised by your router. Show IP root. Next scenario, you cannot get to the internet. You need to find out if your router has path to the internet and which protocols are being used to provide paths. Show IP protocols. Your network documentation really needs to be updated. A quick listing of the IP addresses of your routers in relation to their MAC addresses would help finish the task for recording purposes. Show ARP. As next scenario, a switch is the closest intermediate device to you. It has 24 ports. You want to see a simple list of ports being used, their status, and the VLAN IP address of the switch. Show IP in brief. Let's check it. Oh, it's correct. Proceed to the next activity. Let's find it. ito nga, troubleshooting. Activity. Order the troubleshooting step. Instruction. Drag each step to the field next to its appropriate description. So we have 6 steps. So step 1, step 2, step 3, step 4, step 5, steps. Description. Establish a truly probable causes. So next, establish a plan of action to resolve the problem and implement the solution. Document findings, action, and outcomes. Identify the problem, testing the theory to determine cause. Verify full system functionality and implement preventive measures. So what is the first step? First step is identify the problem. Second step is establish theory of probable cause. Step 3, test the theory to determine causes. Step 4, establish a plan, action, resolve problem, implement solution. 5, verify full system functionality, implement preventive measures. And last step, step 6, document findings, action, and outcomes. Logic. So we got the correct answer. So let's find another activity. Oh, it's done. It's done. So that's the last activity that we need to answer here. And we already answered all the activity in chapter 11.
So thank you guys for watching. I hope you like this video and see you again in the next one. Bye bye.